everybody, happy Friday. Rob here at Twisted, and I've popped into the workshop just to have a little look at this Suzuki Jimny by Twisted. Now, we're building this to a customer specification. We've tailored certain elements around what she requires, what she's going to use it for, and her tastes, which is really lovely because actually we don't need to specify every last thing and say you must have this, must have this, must have this. We've worked with this customer. She's fantastic. And she's, I like this idea. What about this idea? And we've floated so many things around and finally settled up. So Mike is in the throes of building this at the moment. I've just pulled it into a bit of space to have a look around it, but some subtle differences over standard. It's this beautiful brisk blue colour, so really pops in your face. Contrast black roof on there that ties in really nicely with the lower half being black detailed, and again with our black wheels on there as well. The colour coding to the front grille here really uplifts it from the black plastic. We offer our stage 1 front grille, but the customer said, actually, I like the elements of these downward spokes in there. So we've colour coded that really neatly. LED indicators, LED side repeaters on there. And as we move around, colour-coded mirror caps. We've also done the hinges on the rear door as well. Upgrades to the wheels. Our 16-inch satin black wheel. Shod in, of course, our favourite BF Goodrich all-terrain tyre. Now, not only have we changed the wheel and tyre setup on here, we've also upgraded the suspension. So it's running our progressive system, gas damped shock absorbers, and also has our rear anti-roll bar conversion on there. The Jimny being such a short wheelbase, relatively high centre of gravity on there, and having no rear anti-roll bar, the handling is what you may call lively. Get into a corner, you don't know whether it wants to pick a wheel up, whether it wants to tip over, what it wants to do. That, with the wheel and tyre setup and our suspension package, offers a level of predictability to what it's going to do. Doesn't make it any less fun, but it just means you sort of know how it's going to recover and what it's going to do coming out of a corner. And particularly when we fit our turbo upgrade to this one as well. So taking it from a standard 100 horsepower-ish up to around 165, 170, that is going to absolutely transform the drive of this vehicle. So looking inside as we move around, you'll see it's very much stripped out. Mike's popped the seats back in just so that we can move it in and around. He's been into every element. It's been soundproofed from the midline down in here. We fitted our soft touch to the air vents, and it's also had our double DIN media infotainment system installed in there along with our audio upgrade. So some fantastic features. Not only the speakers upgraded in there, it also has subwoofer fitted beneath the passenger seat in here as well. Gives a lovely round sound to the vehicle. And because we've taken away a lot of the tinny elements that Jimny is quite known for, that works beautifully, the audio system with the soundproofing to give such a lovely noise. And then I've just picked these out. These are samples that we've been discussing with the customer to pick the colours for their leather. And you can see there the square quilt detail to integrate through the centres of the seats as well. And we're going to run up the bolsters, this blue contrast stitch detailing as well, tying the outside, inside all together in there. So it's lovely to work with customers on that front. And again, this customer has dogs, wants something really practical in the rear. So we've just gone for this tray arrangement in the rear. We've removed the bulkhead so that the seats will come much further back, giving you much better manoeuvrability and options depending on the height and size of driver. You see here, I've just put a couple of elements in here. So we've got our turbo, air filter, catch can, different bits and pieces in there that will be getting installed under the bonnet as Mike gets to it. So it really is such a well-sorted, all-round solution to this vehicle. Clearly, we can go further. Clearly, we can do less. But it's absolutely tailored around the customer. So it's going to be a fantastic build, this. Can't wait to see it come together. And hopefully I can show you the finished article when Mike gets it all sorted. But just a little overview there of one of the Jimny projects that we've got going on at the moment, and getting more and more and more popular, and arguably offer a really good either alternative to Defender or to sit alongside in the garage as something a little bit different. But that's enough from me. I'll let Mike get back to work. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you all again next week.